What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Probably you guys remember that over a week ago, I've managed to pull my most wanted mythical champion in Raid Shadow Legends. And it's not just my most wanted, it's the most wanted for a lot of people out there because he's absolutely busted. Very, very powerful. In today's video, we're gonna talk about my build, my dream build, which is something that I cannot achieve at the moment, unfortunately. We're going to talk about blessings, relics. We're going to take him in for a spin in Classic Arena, in Live Arena, and we're going to see why, nice, the Shadow Thief is so freaking powerful, right? But I'm happy that I freaking got him, okay? I have been chasing this champion for a very, very, very long time, and it finally happened. Now, if we're quickly going to talk a bit about the champion, the base stats are pretty good. He has an attack form and he has an HP form. On the attack form, let me just go back. Come on, game. His damage is based on HP and attack, as you guys can probably notice. His first form is pretty good, but the most important thing is his second form, right? You have the ability to block a revive with this skill. This is an AoE that doesn't really do that much damage, but it can be pretty helpful, and the A1 will ignore shield and killable and block damage, which is actually pretty damn nice considering what other champions we have in the current meta. Being Magic Affinity is actually spot on for the current meta. The passive, pretty good, but what's the juicy part is this one. Also prevents this champion's death and keeps them alive on 1 HP when receiving fatal damage, then transforms them into the alternate form. Once he gets transformed into the alternate form, that's when crazy things start happening, okay? You have the ability to cleanse, to put counterattack and block damage on himself, which cannot be removed, stolen, or anything like that. Get some continuous heal, or you can do an AoE attack, which will provoke. You don't really need the resistance either for it, or you can land a stun. One or the other, it doesn't really matter, right? But he is prone to getting polymorphed if you don't have the right things on him. The A1 can deal decent damage. The passive is very crazy because will increase this champion's max HP, defense, speed, resistance, and accuracy by 15% for each dead enemy and ally, including bosses and their minions, stacking up to 100%. And he will revive a random ally with 50% HP and Thermeter each time this champion kills an enemy. I mean, wow, right? This is such a busted passive, and overall, he's a crazy, crazy powerful champion. I never really checked the reviews for this one, but I'm curious to see. Surprised that he has 4.5 in the Hydra clan boss, not gonna lie, because I don't think he's gonna deal a lot of damage in there. But I never really tried him in the Hydra. Either way, he has crazy, crazy good reviews. And I'm surprised to see that so many people actually have him. I bet 50% of them, maybe more than 50%, do not review champions. I never do it. I'm sure a lot of you guys never review the champions either, right? Now, let's quickly talk about builds. I have a 5-star blessing on him. I went with Lightning Cage for the moment. You can definitely get different blessings if you want to. Getting a Chain Breaker can be really, really good because this will basically give you a chance to get rid of the crowd control debuffs. 20% chance of filling this champion's Thermeter by 20% when hit, and at the start of this champion's turn, has a chance of removing any stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, etc. He does a lot of things, right? Now, that chance will go up to 25% at 6-star. At 5-star, is only a 15% chance. You can definitely run this on him as well. I just went straight to Lightning Cage because I had a different build in mind, and then I realized, you know what, I can't make that happen, unfortunately, which really sucks, right? But let's quickly talk about relics before we're going to talk about the builds. Without a doubt, in my opinion, Wand of Submission is going to be the best relic for him. One of the main counters, especially when the champion is into the second form and he has that block damage on himself, the counter attack is to polymorph him with Armants, okay? That's how I always used to deal with them. Easy job. Or have a champion that's powerful enough to ignore the block damage and kill the champion. That's another option. But You can definitely get polymorph by landing debuffs as well with his second skill. So having a wand of submission can be really good. It's not just about polymorph, it's about all of the other crowd control debuffs that can actually land on the champion. That's why it's so freaking important to have the right blessing, the right relic on him. You guys get the drill. Now I have these particular gemstones. Basically, I only have a few mythical gems, and they are on him, and I can't really remember who has the other one or two that I have available. When we are talking about the build, I have a Savage and a Stone Skin at the moment. This is not something that I really want to keep on him. My main goal is to have him built on a Feral set to gain that immunity, and to have a Savage or a Lethal set on him. You can build him as I have him. This is probably one of the most common builds, popular builds, because we've been farming this gear for so long, it's fairly easy to get a decent build. But as I was saying, I really want to put him on Feral. The only problem is that I really do not have many good pieces. This can be a slightly decent ring. The problem is that once I'm done with this, I don't really have amulet. Seems like I've got one that I did not have before, which is great. This is not a very good banner either. And the problem that I will encounter again, not having very good gloves from either Savage, either Lethal, either Feral at the moment, okay? And because of it, I'm just not able to get the build that I want to get on this champion. None of these ones actually give me what I need in terms of stats, okay? So that's why I cannot really do it at the moment. But that is my main goal, okay? That can work really well with the Lightning Cage blessing as well. That's why I'm not changing the blessing just yet. You see, I only have these gloves, and they're really not great. This one has no speed, unfortunately. I've just realized that was showing the gear behind my big head, but they're just not good enough. So that's why I have what I have. Now, this is a pretty weak sauce ring. Looking forward to change that. I still need to change this. The reason why I haven't made this video yet is because I've been waiting. I've been waiting to fix this to gain more HP so I can show you basically the best build that I can get. But 31 attempts later, I want to shoot myself and shoot whoever designed this system, okay? No hard feelings, but it's the reality. 31 attempts, not even once to hit the HP percentage. Do the math. Do the math, because I just want to cry thinking about it. But this is the weapon. It's a very good weapon, actually. The helmet, unfortunately, has no HP percentage. This is the shield, no HP percentage either. The gloves are pretty good. We have a lot of HP in there. The chest piece, which is a pain in the A, and these are the boots. We have, of course, crit damage amulet, and we have an HP revenge banner, which needs to be fixed as well. But hey, 5 reworks onto it, still not hitting that HP, so I kind of gave up for the moment. I have other things that require my attention. Masteries, we have offense and defense. Now, you can, of course, run something slightly different if you want to. You can go for a Ruthless Ambush. You can go for Whirlwind of that. This can be pretty good as well. But I really like getting Life Drinker on my characters because it just helps them to stay alive. And it saved me countless times in many different PvP game modes. Then we have Kill Streak, Methodical, and we have Helm Smasher as tier 6. I do have Shield Breaker because it's going to be a bit more important for the second form, especially if the enemy will get to shield or anything like that. We do have the counter attack, which might not necessarily be the wisest choice. A Cycle of Revenge could work pretty good. And that's pretty much it in terms of builds. If you want to look at different relics, you don't really have that many good options, to be honest with you guys. I still think that this is literally the best one that you can equip on him, right? Nothing else really gives you that edge, that extra help, especially that running crowd control characters and stuff is pretty damn nasty. Now, This could be something as well. If you revive somebody with the other skill, gain the extra turn. But the thing is, if you're controlled, if you're stunned, etc., you're not gonna do nothing, right? So it doesn't really matter if you're putting any other fancy relics on him. Let's dive straight into Classic Arena. We're only gonna do a couple of fights in here just to show you basically his full potential. And this team right here is actually a fairly good example. I haven't really tried many different teams with him. One of the most common teams, of course, is going to be something like, let me just go by rank. You can run something like this. So no HP burn can mess you up. But this is already loaded with mythical champions, right? You can run something like this. You can run something like this, especially for defense, okay? Because that's where it becomes a bit more important to put in the right team. You're not really going to end up in using him in a lot of offensive teams because it's not like something super fast or anything like that. Plus, you have Nal, which absolutely demolishes most of the teams. But if you have a Nyame, which is something that I don't have, the Sylvan Watcher Void legendary, she works really, really well in here as well. So let's start one fight like this. I'm curious how many people will ban him from live arena over different champions. Like, I'm super curious about that. You see Armans, of course, I have Stone Skin on everyone. He wasn't able to do crap. You have Carnage. I'm not even sure what he's trying to do right there. Metamorphing straight away. HP burn. Was that a plane? Was that a rocket? Was that a rocket launcher? No, it was freaking nice. Okay, one AoE and bang. Everybody got wiped. Insta-wiped. That's actually pretty crazy. I did not expect to see him just destroying that team, to be honest. But let's try to move on to some more serious teams. One of the main counters to him, or it used to be one of the main counters, was Marius. And even now is one of the best counters because if you manage to land that enfeeble on him, it's pretty much GG's, right? Let's just say it like that. So I'm going to drop him out of the team. We do not want to have that cleanse, that immunity on, just to kind of like show you how basically that will play out. And I don't know, I'm just going to chuck in some random champion in here. Who should we chuck in that's not going to absolutely demolish the enemy team? And that's going to be, you know what? I'm just going to chuck in a random UDK in there, and that's it. Call it a day. It's just, Marius is a very, very good counter to all of the mythical champions, especially if they enfeeble lands. Okay, it seems like we managed to actually cut in front with him. He got polymorphed. That's fine. HP burn on us. Block damage. One down. Marius. Enfeeble on my champion right there. But Ashnar is probably going to wipe the floor with them right now. Enfeeble on him again. You see, that's basically Marius's story right here. He can do that on all of the mythical champions, not just on Nice. But Ashnar putting in some serious work in there too. I'm going to try to do another fight with a weaker team where I'm using, of course, him. Damn, am I so low in arena that I can't really find my... This is a decent team, so we're going to drop her out. Let's see, what should we bring? I'm going to bring in a Duchess, not as powerful as a Marichka. And we still keep that UDK in there. I don't want to bring in another Mythical. I don't want to bring in a Lockout Champion or anything like that. I don't want to bring in Odin either. It's hard when you're thinking, what champions should we use that are not that freaking powerful in here to basically get a job done. We're going to put in a Donny. Donny will cleanse us if needed. Okay, I was going to say, I hope he's not slower though. Okay, so he took his turn, decreased the duration of skills on us. My god, that team just got buttered. His AoE damage is pretty good too. I mean, fair play. You see, the stun that's supposed to go nice got reflected back onto Marius because of the wand. That literally got us the fight. Of course, there can be different reasons as well, but that is what got us the fight. And Metamorph with a passive, bang, you get the enemy down. But enough with this. You guys probably know exactly what Nice is doing. You know, he's very, very powerful. Let's do a few live arena fights and see how many people are actually going to feel super threatened by him and ban him out of the team. How many people will pick him before I get to do that. I will try to be pretty damn fast, but I will try to bait them as well with an Armans to make sure that they're not too excited in jumping on picking him, right? So champion tags, there we go. Bring that in. I'm curious why he's picking. Ah, he got Nice instead, man. Okay, that's fine because we can actually try and go versus him, right? Which is not a bad thing whatsoever. Of course, every champion has counters. The reason why I would like that immunity on is because HP burn, melting the stone skin, poisons, or other things like this are very, very powerful in the current meta. Okay, they're literally extremely powerful in the current meta, and that's just kind of like something to keep in mind. So we're gonna go like this. I'm curious what he's going to do. Probably that Siegfried is on immunity. At least it seems like it. Might not be. Okay, so he's picking Marius. I'm gonna drop his champion right there, Fabian, and we're gonna go in like this. And I'm gonna try to basically show you exactly what I would do with an Armans versus Nice, or what I used to do, and it still works as long as they don't have the wand. Even with the wand it works, but it's still a bit of an RNG. Cool, no immunity on that Siegfried, so that's actually very, very interesting to see. Give me a Termiter. I don't think you deserve it. Okay, you do that, you do that. Just get polymorph because you're being really, really nasty. So what we can do right here is to try and basically melt that stone skin, but I would rather just kill that Siegfried before. Because if I kill that Siegfried, I'm gonna basically taunt Nice, which will make quite a bit of a difference. There we go. And now I'm gonna basically do that. And whatever damage he deals is just basically going to kill his own champion too. And after, if we have the skill available from Armans, we're going to do that. Now he can only use the AoE attack, right? Which was not enough. He killed his own champion. I don't have that skill available on Armans right now, which is fine. It seems like he's waiting for me basically to push his passive rather than him activating it. So he got a counter attack, but I'm going to drop that Termiter, put a stun on him. He got resisted with a stun. I'm going to keep this polymorph skill because I want that skill for the next round. The problem that I have right here is I'm pretty low on HP, okay? I'm pretty low on HP, and if he decides to go with the AoE, he's going to revive somebody. Yeah. He actually got quite a few champions down, which is fine. We're going to get this extra turn. We're going to get some healing in. Now, Lissandra will take a turn. She will use the Energize, drop some of my Termiter. Marius is going to cut in front, which kind of sucks right here. Yeah, GG's. Marius carried his ass with a revive, but the reality is, Nice is the champion that enabled him to do what he did, right? He used the AoE attack, which is exactly what I was going to do. I already had two squishy champions, which were going to die. He got in the revive, two different champs coming back to life, and bang. GGG's. So well played. That's what a Nice can do. Now, it's good that we saw him from the other point of view, the other perspective. Now, let's make sure we are picking him in our team. So we can do the exact same thing he did to us, okay? Murik coming in here. Let's see what we have. So we're going to go again with Armans. And then we're going to pick Nice. Hopefully he's not going to pick it. But that's something that you never know. Okay, these are the most popular picks usually. So that's fine. We're going to go with Nice. We're going to go with Galatir. I mean, for every legendary he brings, I have to bring in 2 mythicals, right? Just to make it fair play. Okay, let's see what else he has in here. Come on, man. Pick. I don't have all day. Okay, so he's bringing a Donny. He's bringing an Arbiter. We're going to bring in that. And we are going to bring in that. Is he going to try to pick Leonardo as well? Thinking that I'm going to let his Leonardo in there? Is that what he's trying to do? Yes, he is, man. Look at him. Look at him. You know what? Get out of here, bro. You're not going to stay in that team. You crazy? I'm just curious how fast... Ah, he banned my Nice, bro. Come on, dude. Okay. So let's quickly wipe the floor with this guy. And then we can move on to the next fight. Where hopefully Nice is going to be left in the team. Right? We want to make sure that's happening. The game feels so slow. Like, why is it taking so long for this to load? Plus, I have somebody at the door. I think the wife and the kid just got home. So I gotta go and open that too. So, thankfully, we can just do this. I mean, Arman's still my favorite buddy. And then just wipe the floor with the rest. I don't even care about Donny being right there. I'm just gonna wipe the floor with the others. And let it be a GG's. We can even let it play on auto. Marius is going to die. There isn't much that he can do. And we win this fight. But we're going to be back with the next one to try and use the Nice in the team. Right, opponent left the fight. Next one in. I'm going to have to... Actually, even if I pick him first, it doesn't matter. Because they can just ban him. But this just shows you that people are really, really scared of him. Let me know in the comments down below. When you have a crazy team in live arena, and Nice is part of them, how often do you ban Nice over a different champion? Very, very curious to hear this actually. Come on, bring that Marius or Ambris and bring that Fabian in there as well. Okay, there we go. So we're going to try to bait him a bit like this to don't make Nice the main priority in here. +2 Arbiter, 6-star. Can be pretty fast. This is definitely not the same guy we fought before. Ooh, he's bringing Lazarius and he's bringing me some bombs. Now, because he took my Lazarius, I'm just hoping that my Shuzan actually has gear. Because I'm not 100% sure if she does or it doesn't. But just to show him some gratitude, I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring him a bomber too. A bomber that he won't forget. A bomber that he won't forget. Oh, he's bringing Lisa. You know what? A Hegemon would have been just perfect in here, man. Yeah, you're going to go out. He banned Nice as well, you see? This is just crazy. This just shows you, like, look at all of the threats. He could have knocked down a Shuzan. They could have knocked down Galatir or Commodus and give them a higher chance to win. But they still went for that freaking Nice. Isn't that crazy, though? It might be one of those videos where we're talking about how powerful the champion is, but we never really have the chance to actually use it, right? And thank you. Sayonara. Was nice meeting you. You're really, really cool with your bomber. Let me just put you to sleep. Goodbye. Okay. Let's try to use that freaking Nice in the next fight. Hopefully. You see, if he would have banned my Shuzan, he would have probably had me. Because he had 2 Thermitter boosters. I only had 1. If he was banning my bomber, even with Shuzan, I couldn't have done that much with Nice to instantly wipe him, which would have gave him an actual shot at winning. But this is literally like, I want to lose. Let me just ban that Nice out of the team. The thing is, you got to put your opponent into a tough position where he needs to make hard decisions, and it's not going to be easy for him to just knock down any champions. But it just shows that people are kind of like scared of seeing Nice in the teams because he's so freaking busted. Can you leave Nice in the team, please? Freshka. Row S. Is that like Romanians? Are you the Romanians, Freshka? Salut. Dacă dai ban la Nice, te caut. Okay, so we have Sifi and I even forgot his freaking name. I know he's the live arena champion, but I never really use him. What is it? What is it? Remind me in the comments what his name, because right now I have a brain fart. I can't remember his name. Even though I'm trying to think hard about it, I just cannot remember his freaking name. And what are we gonna do here? I actually want to give him a shot, but I will drop Fabian out of the team. He banned Galatir. Okay, so this is a slightly smarter person right there, because he left my nice in there. Okay, I'm not saying it's the best decision, but he left it there, so I'm gonna give him credit, right? I know he thinks he's faster, but he's not. Okay, and because of it, kind of like need to try and run like a go second team somehow. Should we polymorph somebody? You know what? Just to give him a fair shot, let me polymorph that damage dealer. That's not gonna do trash anyway. I'm gonna melt the stone skin on the others. Damn, she died instantly. Okay. I am taking a turn before, so I could just go and block revive, or even better. I'm just gonna metamorph directly. And I'm just gonna do this. And let his champion do whatever. I'm gonna break the ship rather than do something else. Okay. I still can't remember his freaking name. He's not too bad. He's actually doing pretty good damage in the Hydra and stuff, but I haven't used him in a while. Okay, let's see. Okay, metamorph, swap HP. Okay, good. Kill somebody. Nice. Now I'm curious if I can recover from this. That's what I wanted to basically see. Everybody's back to life. That's why people ban Nice from teams, guys, okay? Just because of that simple fact. I mean, he thought he had it. He literally thought he had it. But then Nice decided, no, you're not going to take me down. You're not going to take me down. I'll take your entire team down on my own and bring back everybody to life. That's how crazy he is. I'm curious to hear your thoughts as well. Like, which one you think is the most busted / powerful mythical? I'm not saying busted as in, oh my god, it's so broken that we cannot play the game because of it. Busted is when something is really strong, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let's try to do 1 or 2 more fights. I'm still gonna start like this, and I think I fought this guy before, or maybe I haven't. No, the first guy we fought had a completely different name, right? I thought that was that one. Is it that one? Okay, so he's going Arbiter, Marius. We're gonna go Galatir, nice. Wait, was this the guy with the bombs? Ah, yeah, we fought this guy. He was the guy with the bombs. Okay, let's see if now he's gonna do the exact same mistake. I'm so curious. Is he gonna do the same mistake or not? I'm gonna ban his rat here. I'm gonna actually let him run the rest of the team, because I have a feeling he's gonna go this time around probably for Shuzan. I mean, before I just instantly wiped him. So I'm curious what he's gonna do right now. He might look at, okay, should I bring in a Marichka? Maybe that's one thing that he's thinking of right now. Okay, he went for Siegfried, so I'm gonna drop that out. Is he still banning my nice? He's still banning my nice, bro. Isn't that crazy? Like, I just whooped his ass a minute ago. I literally just whooped his ass a minute ago because he did the exact same mistake. She survived. Oh my goodness. She must be so tanky. But that's fine. It's not like she's gonna be able to do anything. Bang, bang. 1 bomb. 1 hit. 1 hit. 1 hit. This was a bit slower. I'm surprised that Arbiter actually survived the bombs, though. Interesting. So we've done 5 fights. This guy banned our Nice twice, right? Let's see. Yeah, was the same one. I was like, wait. Have we fought a different guy who literally tried the exact same thing? What a coincidence, right? But it was the same guy. Okay, we've got a new opponent here. Damn, I like that frame. Which frame is that? We get that for free at some point. We got it. Maybe we got it for free. Maybe we didn't. I can't remember. Maybe with that collaboration. What was it? Chaos Awakes or something like that. So we can go in like this. I feel like if I'm picking Nice at the very beginning, it's already like mentally putting that pressure on them. Oh my god, Nice is there, Nice is there. I need to ban him, right? So I'm trying to kind of like pick him a bit later into the fight to see if that will stop them from banning him, right? But let's see what this guy does. Oh, damn. Fanax and a random ass Shadow King champion that's absolutely useless. Okay. I mean, who am I to judge, right? I'm gonna drop his speed aura. Good job. Good job. But without a speed aura, he's not really gonna be able to do much. Probably he thought I'm gonna ban somebody else instead of that trashy champion, and he's safe with the speed aura. But the thing is, I kind of like want to give him a chance. I don't want to just go in and instantly kill him, right? Because what's the fun in that? So I'm just gonna polymorph this one. I actually want to let him take some turns to see that Nice in action, you know? Even though it might cost me the fight, who knows? I will still try it. Okay, he's dying. Not really, but close to it, okay? So that's one. Kind of like, if I melt the stone skin, you know what? I'm just gonna go and kill that Fanax, if I can. I'm not gonna use the other skills. I just wanna let him do something as well, you know? Nah, I'm not gonna metamorph. I'm gonna let him metamorph on his own. Oh! That was scary. That was so scary. Now the problem is if he lands an Enfeeble on me, I'm screwed. Okay, one revive up. What is Ambridge gonna do? Let's see. I do have a lot of additional stats. That fear, you see, that's why you want to have the other blessing that I've mentioned. And that's why you still want to keep this relic. Okay, he's dead. Okay, that's fine. I only have this for one more turn. So, should I do this? Okay, one is revived. We can do that. Another one is back to life. We can put a block damage. And let it play. But that fear could have messed us up. Thankfully, it did not proc. But that's basically one of the best way to kind of like deal with him. Just crowd control the heck out of him so he can do nothing. But guys, that was pretty much everything for this video. Super pumped that I finally managed to pull Nice. Even though 31 retries later, I still haven't managed to get a freaking chess piece done. Maybe by the time I'm gonna be 60 years old, I'm gonna get it done. Because it's so costly to do with 9 dust per roll. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What build you have on Nice? How are you using him? How are you finding him? And as usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.